Right now at 6, big issues on the ballot.
I've been listening a little bit about it on the radio.
Why some say they feel left out of the process.
Unfortunately, it's kind of like the last thing, on my mind.
Plus, Multnomah County pours millions into beefing up security.
Anything that ensures, improves, enhances public safety, I'm all for it.
I think it's definitely a step too far.
And getting out of town, might want to leave now.
It is going to be the second busiest Memorial Day travel volume ever.
How to avoid getting caught in the middle of the holiday travel rush.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm David Molko. It is Election Day in Oregon, and while the presidential primaries are more or less settled, voters across the Beaver State have some big decisions to make, beginning with a hotly contested race in Multnomah County. That is where voters are deciding whether to stick with District Attorney Mike Schmidt or go in a new direction with challenger Nathan Vasquez. In District 3, longtime Democratic Congressman Earl Blumenauer is retiring, leaving the seat wide open. There are 5 candidates running in the Democratic primary. Keep in mind, Democrats won the seat by more than 40 points 2 years ago. In District 5, State Representative Janelle Bynum and lawyer Jamie McLeod Skinner are facing off in the Democratic primary. The winner will face Republican incumbent Lori Chavez DeRemer in November, a race that could help decide the balance of power in the House. Plus, we are watching lots of other contests. Secretary of State, Treasurer, and Attorney General, along with bond measures that will assess how you feel about taxes, depending on where you live. You see the clock ticking there. There is still time to fill out the ballot. You have until 8 o'clock, just under 2 hours, to return it to your county's elections office or drop it in your neighborhood ballot drop box. With that, let's bring in Blair Best live in downtown Portland. Blair, many of the local races will have an impact when it comes to strategies around homelessness. Survey shows for many voters it is the top issue, which is one of the reasons we sent you today to get perspectives of those living on the streets.
Well, David, many homeless people want to see elected officials focus on housing and addiction services. We've heard it before, but voting for homeless people isn't easy, and it's not always their top priority. But as you mentioned, it's a community that will be greatly impacted by the results of this election.